Welcome to the PCL, everybody. This is the PUBG Console League, and I am your host, Invasion Bing. Welcome, everybody. This is FPP. This is a stacked lobby. There will be 4 games, 4 matches, all Aaron Gale. Each match will be insane. The circle shifts that we've been getting, the rotations by teams, the shooting, the new barrel meta, the C4s, everything has shaped up right now for this to be the best FPP league we have ever had. I'm talking about we have all the shooters, we have all the top streamers. All of that is going down right now in the PUBG Console League. Hopefully we get a bunch of military circles, a bunch of hard shifts. So, as we hop out of this plane right now, we see a Severny to military circle right here. Everybody, I'm interested to see where people land since we have not had a FPP, a lobby like this before. Some of these players are comp players that we see all the time, and some of them are not. So it's going to be very, very intriguing to see where people land and how they go about their situation. If you don't know how leagues here are scored, it's 10 points to the winner, and it goes 6 points to second place, 5 points to third place, 4 points for fourth place, and then down until you get to 0 points. And at the very end of the game, 8th place is the last person to get a point, and they will get 1 point from there. It's 1 point per kill, and that's all it is to it. Some teams go for all the kills, and then some teams go for placement. The teams that we see that typically win in these events have a lot of kills and also rotate very early and very well. We will see how that happens, or what happens as this game continues. Since this is a console league right here, we will be in the map view for a little bit of the game just to make sure that we are able, that we do not DC from the game itself. Sometimes that happens. Warrior Muff already taken down right now by NTD right there. This is going to be a hotbed of action right here. Raz Road is stacked. We are playing with 20 teams, and then we will cut those 20 teams down to 16 teams. There's a 2-week qualifier, and then there's the money round where people are playing for the money. Warrior Muff does get confirmed right here. You can see this is the Baby Joey's team. I think their name is Mixed Vita or Affinity, something like that. This team used to be Affinity. They took a little break, and then they came back and added some players to get back in here. NT, this is Slaughter Gang. Slaughter Gang is pushing down on 2 cell phones. And then you have FLC, who tends to land at Watertown. Come down here, you can see CK has landed military, and so has Unvaulted. PKU has landed split looting this situation over here. And then we have this looks to be Effects Critic, Knights, and Tyro, I believe, all camping this location right here, this GACA field compound. And then we have SLG split looting the trenches, and VK has seemed to pull up in GACA, try to get you over there towards some teams, so when the action pops off, we could be right there for it. It's gonna be a tough rotation. We didn't see anybody go far over here to the Povka area. This is where we see a lot of teams tend to drop. The mates have a section right here. Then you have Evasion right here. I don't know. Here it goes. WC has made their way into their secondary drop, which is over here in George Pool. Then you have RMV, who is looting the Connexes, and AVG is looting North George. Diffie goes down the projects. Torch is spread out looting this whole area that's right by Poly. Very good job. But Vita is looting in their typical location. This is where they tend to drop right here. They're gonna rotate in. We have, it looks like we have Dub. No, this is the mates. The mates are pushing over to PKU. PKU's gonna have to rotate out of there. PSG PUBG 007 going down to Aim Teak. Good shots by Aim. That's our first elimination, team elimination in the PCL FPP. That is what I'm talking about. Action already popping off. We usually see teams start the rotations at 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. That's when a lot of teams start their rotation. They want to get there early and then make sure that they could rotate as far in as possible. It'll be I'm telling you, this is the first game is very important. This is where the nerves are. These are people going to be a little shaky. They're going to pick their strategies. Nobody knows exactly what they're doing right now. Looks at SLG. SLG has been on the tear. SLG literally wiped up TPP qualifier rounds. Not only did they score the most points kill wise, they also had the highest placement. Absolutely insane. Crazy. Well done by SLG. Now let's see if that momentum could carry in the FPP and if the perspective matters, or if it's just about their skills. Maybe they're that much and that far ahead of other players in other games and other teams. Right now we have Torch rotating into the circle. Looks like Brain Signs and Bearcoo have not started rotating yet. Superman 2, I think his car was just stolen by Tyrannical. Down here you can see AV has 2 vehicles already ready to move out. They're gonna have a free entry into the zone. RMV pulling up pretty close to SLG. SLG could probably hear them, but right now they do not have any LOS on them at this time. Everybody's still trying to get deep into the circle. Look at the positions that were chosen. The early teams get in as far as they can in the circle, spread out, and then they're trying to get some picks. We're going to bring you right over here to Team 14, holding down the quarry. It looks like they have all sides held down. They're just going to keep people away. Put some shots on somebody, keep people away. The only thing that can hurt them from right here is if a team either knocks one of them or pushes them, all 4 people, towards one person. Perfect taking shots at AVG. Perfect's going to confirm this care package for them. WC is not the type of team that you want to have the care package, because you know when they have it, they have the shooters, they have the rotations, they have the experience. So you want to make sure that you can get all, they don't need any advantages. You want to make sure that you're on top of all the care packages that are around them. Sometimes they just get blessed with one like they just did right there. The name is Mixed Finity. What a name. What a name. Team 14 is going by the name of Ham at this minute as well. Team 13 is going to make a push down to this walled compound down here. It's like a farm building. This is excellent position to be in here. As long as they could be in this wall compound, holding all the angles. It's really tough right here. Oh, SLG getting some shots down on FLC. I wonder if they're going to play aggressive. Sparky, take it down. Gravy is his name. Lamb down some HP right now. Oh, and then SLG is going to be aggressive. They know only 2 pulled up here. Tacticals confirming that kill on Gravy. You don't want to go too far right here if you're SLG, because you don't want to lose a team member to a wild push. Oh, there goes Mold taking some damage. I hear a VSS out right now. Lamb's going to push up and push out. M get taken down by Merc. Baby Joey pushing out, getting aggressive. That was a C4 that was thrown down there, and Chachi goes down to face slaps and then gets confirmed. M also gets confirmed by White Rose. Ratatat taking down Sparky, and then Sparky gets taken down as well. Mole getting tagged up. Mole's gonna try to retreat out of here. He feels like he's in a bad spot. Have to go into cam mode. It was getting very choppy for me right there. I just want to make sure I can bring you guys the content for as long as possible without there being an issue. Lamb is in a tough position. Lamb might just hold this house for the remainder of the game or until somebody pushes him. And then look at this. It looks like Dub C is going to pull up on Team 18. Team 18 is Slaughter Gang right here. We still got to take our time. Team 18 putting down some shots right here. Did a little bit of damage, but not enough. They're just going to be avoided right here. Kofi's going to take a different approach. If you have checked out if you're looking at the circle, everybody is south heavy. Somehow this happens in every comp game. Instead of teams rotating to the north, they all rotate to the south. And by rotating to the south, it makes it tough for everybody to rotate to the north later. The teams on the north are not going to have many kills and are not going to be fighting anybody, but they will definitely be in the circle and available for placement. Down here, we're going to see a lot of teams. Look, Mass take it down. Pop is on the average gamers, and Team 11 is WC winner circle. And right there, Critic getting a knock on Mask. Oh, that was a knock and a confirm right there. GI getting a takedown. GI is low on health. That was the only person alive. Nation goes down to Kofri. GI gonna get taken down by Average Devil. Kofri's gonna try to get this res, but it looks like Team 14 is tagging them up. That would be Ham. Ham made up of some of your favorite streamers, along with some of your favorite comp players from Avita. If you know anything about from watching their streams, they are deadly with DMRs and almost deadly with every other gun. Right there, you see Knights being able to put some shots down on Kofri as Kofri makes that push over. We have some more fighting going on. They were able to get that res. But Ness getting tagged up. I don't know who hit him and from where, but he was definitely receiving some damage right there. Down to 50 HP. Oh, he's getting shot. He's getting shot from Slaughter Gang, who's holding this compound right here. Again, as I say, most of the fighting is going to take place down here in the south, but now teams have recognized how the circle is shifting. If you see RMV now is rotating on the outside of the circle, up to the top, gonna pass through the swamp. They're okay with taking some of this damage. They might be. This is a good location to be, just if you're trying to play from the circle and then try to get closer in. Right here, look at this. It looks like evasion. It has to push down the Gaka. If not, there's gonna be some open space here to die. Team 18 rotating in. Slaughter King does a really good job with their rotations. They like to play very aggressive. It usually works here and there, but the way they play is it's entertaining. It's fun to watch. They play as aggressive as possible. Right now we have some more rotations coming in right here. It looks like VK is going to make this same rotation down here. Lamb is still in that same spot. It looks like Knights gets a knock right there on Space Havoc. As Space Havoc tries to rotate in, they're going to get that confirmation right there. Team 13, which is Mixfinity, is still doing okay, holding that same compound. Team 16, Avita, somebody from Avita is going for this care package. taking some shots at these teams as they rotate in. Avita is in a very good spot. Whistler taking down D. We're going to get back to that action. We were super close to that. Oh, it was a full-on push by Slaughter Gang into SLG. Whistler getting taken down by Don't Miss. This is a 3v3. Try to get you a better angle down here. Trouble, noted as one of the best comp players currently in the game. Trouble, as we speak about him, getting the knock on Don't Miss, getting the confirmation, and then Projects goes down to a nade. Quakes gets that confirmation on D. Aim Teak, the last person up for this team. As he backs away, tries to get into the, oh, here we go. Are they gonna allow Aim Teaks to hold this building? Trouble's gonna get the res on Whistler, then they're gonna group back up before they start this push out. Railer dying to his own grenade as Umorta knocks him with that barrel. The barrel is gonna be a weapon used by almost everyone in this game. If they could find it, they're gonna use it. Lucid getting the takedown right there. On Finesse, we're just gonna leave this fight. We're gonna try to take you over there. It's pretty close, I can hear it. Oh man, by the time I get over there, VK goes down and it looks like Lucid, Baby Joey gets the final kill. Lucid gets the kill on Finesse. They decided to take that trade. Now they're gonna get this res on Lucid. Again, well played. Mixfinity has not played in a comp situation in a long time, and they come in playing as aggressive, and it's showing that they haven't lost anything. Unvolted has been waiting so long for FPP. We had to push FPP back a couple days and a couple weeks to make sure that the encryption was in place, so there was no risk of any radar used in the league or anything like that. So we pushed it back, and these teams have been chomping at the bit to get involved for so long. Also, the encryption is the reason why you see a lot of players coming back to the scene. It was well done by the PUBG community as Mushu takes down Tacticals. Well done by the PUBG community to go in there, to have some foresight to say, look, we're going to invest money into the encryption because we believe that console PUBG is worth it. I definitely appreciate them, and I definitely appreciate everything that they've done for us and all the advances. I know we give them a hard time, but man, you gotta give credit where credit is due. It looks like UV has rotated away from Team 14. This is gonna allow Team 14, who is Ham, to make a rotation to try to get in zone. There are 16 teams. There are 16 teams, 55 people in phase 4 right now as phase 4 closes. So the phase 5 zone might have 16 teams in it. This is gonna get intense, everybody. This is only match number 1 of 4 matches on the day. There's still, oh, look at this. Looks like Ham pulled right into a tough situation. Effects going down right here. Nutcase is gonna try to make a play. Oh, but look, Critic and Knights pull right up here. Morta gonna have Knights in his vision. Knights putting down some shots. Morta knocked by Critic. Knights getting the confirmation. Knights gonna go down. Nutcase gonna push up. Baby Joey low. Michu getting taken down. Critic takes down Morta. Oh, it's just Baby Joey here. Oh, Critic is insane, bro. Nutcase gets taken down by the third party from UV. Now it's just Critic and Baby Joey. Can Baby Joey get this confirmation? Critic is one shot. Baby Joey does get the confirmation as Mitch gets taken down by SLG Trouble. SLG, perfect timing on that third party. That's 2 third parties right here. UV was trying to make a rotation as well, because remember UV had rotated away from Ham, and now Baby Joe is going to try to take cover in this house. I think SLG knows he's in there. SLG is going to push in anyway. They're checking for every room. They don't know where he's at yet. Baby Joe's in the corner. Baby Joey goes down. Devil Dog also goes down there, and then looks like Loki elsewhere gets taken down by GI with the mini. Ooh, that got spicy very quickly, Chad. Oh my gosh, and SLG continuing their momentum. Look at this. Trouble's gonna rotate down, get a little peek. He's gonna get this confirmation on Devil Dog, and now he's gonna rotate over, give some comms out to the rest of his team. Let them know where UAV is. Sorry, where UV is. UAV, man, that's crazy. Affinity still holding tough right here. CK in the hard cover with Team 4. Team 4 is PKU in the hardcover as well. PKU are veterans at this. They did participate in the last FPP. Matter of fact, they got a win. They got a match win in there. There are a lot of teams that participated in the PCL that have never rasped a win. We have team number 1, Happy Endings. Orchid goes down to Seaward. Orchid just in a tough spot. Her versus all those people. SLG is gonna go for this push right here. Slapface gets a knock on turn, and then Dirty gets a knock on trouble. This was a 3-on-4 fight at the beginning, so now it's a 3v2. Dim Doss is gonna try to get this res right here. No, he's just smoking. Tried to peek for the cover. Mole out in no man's land. Can Dirty put him down? Mole did not get the put. Dirty does not get the put down. Here comes SLG, but also Avita is pushing up right here, getting aggressive with this third party. Avita putting down shots on face slaps. Whistler gonna get the wipe right here. Whistler taking down a lot of people, getting active as they like to say. Nice job, but now they have to deal with Avita on the push. Lou out in no man's land is gonna try. Does he get the peak? Whistler gave away his position. 1v1 with Lou and Whistler. As face slaps rotates up and away. Here come the smokes. Try to give a little bit of a screen out here. Happy Endings is in a gatekeeping situation if they can rotate far enough over to be right behind Avita. Here they come for the pushover. Gaga getting shot at. Gaga getting shot at right here by Stiff Films, and then that's gonna allow a knock. You can't rotate. What is Standards gonna do in this situation? There goes the nades. Nades coming out. GI getting taken down by Myth Beard. Vita doing a good job of spreading right here to make sure that they can cover more angles. SLG is going to rotate away from this fight. They think that it's in their best interest to get into the zone. There's a possibility that Lou can res Gaga right here. The Gaga right here. Rat-a-tat going to try to rotate over here. Try to continue. Still, he has to keep this angle out. It's still house-to-house fighting. Lou's gonna push out. Brain takes down Whistler. Lou doing a very good job of using the rock as cover, putting down shots on SLG. Lamb getting that kill on Whistler right there. It's very important for us to see how the rotation for Avita is gonna play out right here. They don't have to go far. They could just continue to play this dip right here. Lamb getting taken down and confirmed right there by face slaps. That is the initial team that SLG had taken down early in the game. Right there as we speak, Brute Tick gets taken down with an arm right there by Gaga. That's one of the players that you don't want to see with that kind of weapon right there. One tap instantly. Let's see how Happy Endings tries to go for this res. This is a team made up of players that aren't known by, oh my gosh, Films gets taken down as well, and that's a wipe right there for Avita. Oh, Gaga got all those kills. Well played, well played. 2 arms and an insta kill. Looks like Kofi's over here doing work to PKU to take down everybody from PKU, but then dies, and then Exclusive coming out of the blue, out of that rotation, wipes them up. 8 teams up, 25 alive. That was a lot of action going on right there. We have Evasion playing the trenches, and then we have RMV above them, and Myth is in this fight as well. This is a 3-team fight going on right here. They're all on the edge of zone, so somebody has to rotate in. It looks like Yoda getting an instant takedown on Soup. Mole getting taken down by Tyrannical. Tyrannical is one hell of a player, let me tell you that. Oh, there's a C4 being planted down. Nobody's been knocked by a C4 yet. That hasn't happened for a long time. Looks like Gravity takes down Dom, and Quakes gets taken down by Face Slaps. Face Slaps has been playing very well. Merc gonna be like one shot, able to get the res. Able to get the heal off. Looks like Barracuda's gonna be in a tough situation as he makes his way out of this cover. There's gonna be a lot of people shooting at him. Yoda's gonna have the hold. Oh, Merc gets taken down by Beard. Beard's playing aggressive on the top. Now it's Barracuda and Yoda. Yoda's gonna still be able to get some shots down. Yoda's gonna push back through. Confirmation on Merc by Joker. It looks like Destroyer might make a play right here. Another C4 going off. Oh, this is tough. This cover that's inside here is tough for Myth. Brain's gonna be rezzed. Barracuda's gonna push through this cover as well. So Yoda's gonna try to hold the curve. As Brain goes up on the top, he does not know that there's a whole team looking. Destroyer gets taken down by Joker. Brain taken down by Yoda. It's to confirm. Barracuda's gonna try to get some knocks here. He was able to get that Destroyer kill. Beard finally takes down Barracuda right there. Flash going out. RMV's gonna push through here. Oh my goodness. RMV Mushu with another kill. Tyrannical takes down Standards, and then Standards gets taken down by Lou. Then Tyrannical gets taken down by Lou. Mushu takes down Joker. Is there only one member from Beard still up? It is. One member from Myth. It's Beard. Beard getting a knock. He's gonna go up there. Oh, this was well played by Beard. Oh my goodness, this was well played by Beard. Is Beard gonna be able to get a heal off right here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Molly, that's gonna catch him. That's gonna catch him. Beard might be dead from this Molly. No, Beard is all right. Avita still in. 4 teams up. Avita has 3. RMV has 1. Myth has 1. Man, this 1v1 is taking forever. CK is the other team still in right now. Right there, Zach takes down Lou. Mushu just gonna get his confirmation. If you look at this fight right here, the crazy part about that is Joker was probably giving out all the comps. It looks like Beard doesn't have any more health. Gaga gonna get to a care package again. We're gonna take you down into some action, see what people are looking at. Chap can't see anything from that smoke right there. Gonna pop off. Standards again using the smoke. These teams play very well. Mushu has 5 kills. This team has 7 kills. RMV putting it on. Bazaar gonna try to get some picks right here. This is an important play. How are they gonna make the rotation? I was concerned about this earlier, but it looks like they brought the car in just to have some extra cover. Rat-a-tat gonna try to get a peek over here on the left side. He doesn't see anybody. Myth, if you remember, Myth Beard is prone, just prone in the open. With FPP, that doesn't matter. People can't look at him. He's right here. He's just prone. He has no heals. He has 1 smoke. He has 35 bullets in the dream. 35 bullets in the dream. He's taking his book bag off. He's taking off everything. He's just gonna prone it out. Try to last as long as he can. All of these teams are waiting. If you look at this, all these teams are waiting for the next zone to pop. Remember, in esports mode, at zone number 9, everybody closes in. The zone closes in. There's no zone after that. So these teams are gonna have to rotate into 8, and then phase 9 is gonna start almost immediately. Let's see the play here. Oh, slightly on him and missed it. Tap is being shot at by everybody right now. Here comes the nade. Here comes another nade. They need a knock right here. Exclusive. Oh, that nade actually connected for Gaga, and it knocks Bazaar. That is a tough knock in this situation. Exclusive's gonna have to rotate away from him and hold the opposite side. Rat-a-tat knocks Chap. They actually got the res on Bazaar, but then Bazaar goes down again. However, Bazaar will not get that kill, and then Exclusive takes down Gaga, and then Standards takes down Zach. So Exclusive is the last person up. Oh, Exclusive gets the next kill. That's 4. What a wipe by Exclusive. That early rotation that he made actually pays off. Now I think it's 1v1v1. Because Zach is knocked. 9 kills for CK. Beard is still prone. And then he gets the laser. And bro, he loses the fight. Mushu wins the fight. And then he dies to zone. CK wins it all. CK getting the first match win. That was insane. We're going to take you to the replay. What a game. CK doing bits right there at the end. I'm in awe. I am in awe right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not expect it to go down like that. There was so much action. This fight right here, this is well played by Mushu. Mushu was a one-man, gets 2 knocks right there, and then is able to still win this fight in the trenches. Yoda unfortunately pushes out right there and gets lasered by Beard. Good shots by Beard. Beard played this exceptionally well. After he got set on fire, he's going to heal. He's going to go into the tunnel. He gets set on fire. He has to push away from that. And then as he pushes away from that, he just prones it out and gets his team into the placement that they need. I think he comes in 3rd place right there. Well played by him. Man, that was some intense action. What caused that was that rotation that everybody did to the south. When everybody rotated to the south, it ended up making everybody have to push through each other to get to their respective areas. And in turn, it caused some chaos. Not regular chaos, top team chaos. It was very, very good. RMV Mushu taking some shots. This was a spectacular fight. It took a long time to matriculate, but it happened, to materialize. I'm sorry, but it happened. It happens right here. Right here, Zach knocks Lou and then confirms Lou. CK is one of the best teams at getting into the late zone and then holding their position and keeping people away, especially with DMRs. They are very, very good with DMRs. The growth that I would love to see from CK is when they do not have the cover, can they become an aggressive team that takes the cover from someone else. Other than that, CK does a very good job. They play in all the tournaments. They come in the top 5 almost all the time. We just have to see that little growth that's going to push them over the top. When they get there, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Just 1 or 2 IGL calls away from being rated as the best team, the best comp team out here. That's my belief. They get the weapons. Look at this. This is 7 kills, and then they get the wipe. So it turns out to be way more than that. Something had to give on this rotation because both of these teams are on the same side of the circle. We tend to see, this is the thing that we tend to see at the end of games, right? 2 teams are on the same side of the circle and there's another team on the opposite side. The team on the opposite side of the circle usually wins because those 2 teams have to fight each other and this team shoots across. Now, the only reason that this didn't happen in this case was because it was balanced with 2 teams on one side of the circle, 2 teams on the other side of the circle. If not, the team on the opposite side third parties this and they usually and typically win that fight. Right here, we're going to have some rotations going in. CK is going to make this rotation. And then, look, this knock by Gaga with the nade, with so he makes the play, thinks he's going to get a knock with these 2 nades. The only thing that changes this is the fact that I think a CK member gets a knock as well. When that happens, and they also had Gaga a little low, so he had to rotate away from the fight. If not, then he could have made the play that he was looking to make right here. You're going to see him. He's going to get to a point. He has to turn around. They're going to start taking shots at him. So he's low, but this nade actually helps. Now, oh, Standards is low right here, and he can't put down support fire as well. And the teams, Rat-a-tat gets a knock on Chap. This is where I thought, right here is where I thought AV had it. However, Exclusive comes through and gets all the knocks. Well played by Exclusive. Well, good rotation early. I saw the rotation he was making and I thought it was gonna like jeopardize his team, but it was actually a well done rotation. GG's to him to have the foresight to make that rotation and to be able to get the knocks when necessary. Well played by all these teams right here. And then we have I don't know how he won that fight. Myth was Beard was half health. That's what happened. GG's, here are the standings. We're gonna have a 3-minute intermission. We'll be right back after these messages. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the PCL, the PUBG Console League. This is FPP. This is match number 2 after that exhilarating match where CK ended up being the winners with a respectable number of kills and AV coming in third place. And then we had, AV coming in fourth place, RMV coming in second place, and Myth coming in third place. That was a heck of a game, bro. I love it. I love to see it. The pace was great. There were fights going on literally at the entire time. We couldn't have anything better happen. With that being said, I'm your host, Invasion Bing, and I believe we have Invasion Prime here, or I am Prime here with us, the co-host of the hour. Prime, are you here?
I am. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Bing. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. That last game was crazy. They did the typical things that we're used to seeing all the time. Prime, circle shifted, everybody went to the south, and as everybody went to the south, the circle went to the north, and they all had to rotate north.
It was absolutely chaotic. I saw a little bit of it from the spectator standpoint as I tried to get my way back into this action. I'm so excited to see how game 2 is going to come up in this PCL, where the zone's going to pop. And I want to see if the console killers are going to be able to hold on to their lead from that very stellar performance from game 1.
A lot of what's been happening in the comp scene, because I know you haven't been able to host as much as you would like, but what's been happening is the circles have been going all milli, right? And then the milli circles have been favoring the mountain. So who's ever been on the mountain has been winning a lot of the circles or getting a lot of the kills. Also, what's been happening is a lot of water has been in these circles, and it is devastating to the players. They don't know how to rotate. They don't know what's going on. It's toxic, and it's hard shift after hard shift, and they're in complete pandemonium. If you look in the Discord after it happens, they're like, man, this is nothing that we're used to. This isn't going the way that we planned on, and I hate military. Literally, I hate military is the trending topic in the Discord nowadays.
This is PUBG Console League at its best. These are the things, as commentary for Bing and myself, are things that we love to see. This is a very likely zone here that we typically see, dead center in the middle, with Ruins and Pachinki kind of being that center zone area. It'll be interesting to see where the zone ends up. Look at these guys here, where Bing is zooming in at 2 teams in Novo. This is CK and Team 1, which I believe is Happy Ending. It'd be interesting to see if they get in a fight. They're going to have a tough rotation, maybe the toughest rotation of all 20 teams.
I agree with that. It
seems like everybody else may be able to rotate in.
I agree with that. So this is the change that we've seen from CK. So instead of CK, we're going to try to take you. I'm going to go very slowly, but we're going to try to take you over to Roz Road. It might take us a long time. Just bear with us. With the encryption, we also got some extra things that came with it, but we're fine. We'd rather have a safe gaming environment than have than frames. I'm fine with that. But what's been happening is CK has found another place to land, Prime. So they land Poly. They also land sometimes they land George, but recently they've started to land Novo, right? And the reason is because of the increased amount of military zones. So they try to guess the zone that it's going to be right there, and that's why you see them in that particular place. And then over here, we have the typical landing spots. FLC has moved their landing spot a little bit, but this is where 2 cell phones lands a lot. And this is where SOG almost always lands. And this is also where Winner Circle WC always lands. I
tell you what, it must be tough to have 2 cell phones. I remember those days, and it was hard to keep up with one.
I had to ask some questions, but whatever they're doing, maybe they got one for the, I don't know what they got. Anyway, now we have a Vita. This is a Vita's drop. And now we have Ham. This is a new team that was formed recently. So their drops are going to be kind of up in the air, right? So you're not going to know, we're not going to know what they do. They're just trying to find their way right now.
it makes sense. It makes sense. These guys are starting to make their rotations into being a lot of these. Here's the problem with this zone for the guys on the outside looking in, and we've talked about this a lot. A lot of these compounds will already be occupied. So we're going to see some fighting early, unless, like what Team 20 seems to be doing, is rotating north and knifing their way down through the Yasnia Polyana River over by shooting range. That's the only way you're going to
this part right
pull
here
up to a compound that's less likely to be occupied.
I could see Torch going north right here because Torch is the team that understands the rotations. So I can see Torch going north. I can also see some teams going above Poly right here. You know, this rotation right here. I could see 2 cell phones doing that and then coming down later. This rotation that is going to be taken by Avita. Avita is going to be the first person in on this side, and they're just going to stand on top of this hill because they're that type of team, and they're just going to shoot down at people rotating further up into the circle, right? That's just how it turns out in this situation. SLG doesn't have SLG's rotation in this situation. They always make it in. If they try to skirt the line here, right? They're just going to try to hold the edge and hope they can get some picks, and then finesse their way into the zone. You could start seeing a lot of patterns with teams and how they play. It's just because your IGL always makes the same calls. The IGLs don't change calls. You know what I'm saying? And now here we have CK. This is what they started their rotation a little later than I expected it. So I typically noticed that rotations start around 4 minutes and 30 seconds for far out people, right? CK started theirs around 5 minutes, and now they're on the bridge. So they're going to try to figure out a way to get in. Their problem right here is going to be that Team 14 is a team full of people who've never missed a shot in their life, it feels like.
Very aggressive team, 100%. Very aggressive team. And I want to dive back into what you said a little earlier, being about, I forgot. Because I was thinking about how crazy this is going to be for Team 12 trying to get into zone, which is Console Killers, the victor of game 1. I wanted to elaborate on something that you just mentioned, but no worries, it'll come back to me.
This is going to be that tough rotation where this team is going to split and rotate in, same way CK did. CK was able to get all the vehicles in military because they were the only team there. So now you're going to see some, look, Avita didn't go this way. Instead, they decided to go into another compound that you can hold that has that hill cover, you know? But again, you're seeing a lot of teams migrate to the south, and then we see 2 cell phones making that wrap that we discussed. And Torch either is going to pull up at this gas station. This isn't the gas station. This is that the best housing compound ever created with those 2 houses and that fence around it, right?
Yeah, that's Mini Roz there. Yeah.
Oh, this is Mini Roz. I'm sorry. No, I thought it was
Torch
this.
lands there.
That's Torch's spot, right? You're just going to get yeah. Look at all these teams right here, back to back. SLG. Then you have Dub C, and now we have Ham. Ham is close up though. See, this is the problem that you run into when you have one car out in front. So it's going to be 2v4 until these 2 can get there and help out. Man, getting into.
And that's that scouting situation you and I talk about, or even just being a guy, like you said, to not travel in a pack. It makes your car less likely to be shot at if you travel in a pack or to be blown up. And with the changes of mechanics, being you can elaborate on this a little more. Obviously, we don't see vehicle explosions as much, but I'm pretty sure you've probably seen a ton of disabled vehicles should they drive by an unlikely compound. Dim shit going down to Mitchell. Mitch.
I just call him Mitch because I don't know how to say the end.
Mitch. We're going to call him Mitch. But yeah, I don't know if you want to elaborate on that, but the way the mechanics have changed, do we see a lot of disabled vehicles?
So you see a few. The problem is you don't see people, like, their rotations have been so clean. Tactical's taking down Warhawk, and then Tactical's getting taken down by GI, and then Dempsey getting collected by... Look, Team 13 is Mixfinity, and I'm so glad that they're back, bro. Baby Joey gives something extra when he plays. Like, it's
100%.
It's just something about him. He's entertaining. He's not the oldest guy, but he's very entertaining. And then UV getting taken down by AV. Gaga getting the nade kill, and he is. It happens right in front of your eyes as you. Since he's been in the league and since he's been around the PUBG community, things that have happened to him outside of in like IRL stuff, but you can definitely see that he's growing into his own, and he's maturing. I love it. I love to see it. I love
He
to see
even
it.
mentioned, I saw a tweet he said today, someone made a comment, oh man, you guys are still playing TPP ranked, feels bad. He said, man, I'm like over that. I've learned to play TPP because it's still ranked, it's still competitive. It is what it is. And I'll just play PCL for FPP. Like, it's fine.
Sounds like a legit idea to me. CK
Yeah.
heard this boat, Prime, hopped out of this, pushed over here as fast as they could, got all the knocks. Happy ending. I'm not going to make a pun on your name because I really like it. So
there is no happy ending here.
Oh, Prime did it anyway. That is crazy.
It's been too long since I've been here. I have to get my dad jokes in.
Somebody look at the right-hand side of the map. Look at the rotations that have to be made.
And look at the rotation from two cell phones because they started with that north and knife in.
This is what they need.
Be in a great position here, Bing. Yep.
They need to get to this compound. This compound is money. Look at this. Look at everybody who's out. Myth, too far away. CK, way further away than they need to be. And then you have, right now we have Ham making that rotation. FLC making a rotation in the opposite direction. Who knows how this is going to play out? And then we have, look at this rotation.
Unforgiven for these players.
Look at this, Prime. This is WC, and then this is the mate's gonna pull up right in the ruins as well. Then we have, I'm afraid to move the camera. I'm not gonna front with you guys. We're having so much fun here, and then we're I hate for us to not be able to witness the action, the action because of a fast moving camera in a lobby that has 18 teams up going into phase. I think we're going into phase 3.
Yes. 18 teams, 67 alive in a very congested zone with not much hard cover unless they shoot over to South George by the Connexes. But you can see Team 20, 2 cell phones, did make it to that compound. There's a team trailing, looking.
That's Torch right there.
To get there.
Are they going to try to go down that hill right there? Because you can't get seen from this hill.
Not right there, no. But any effects going down to a nade by Myth Beard elsewhere. That was that zone that rotation that you highlighted earlier.
They're fighting on the bridge.
The bridge. Oh man.
He's gonna get they're gonna be able to res him right here because of the rocks. No, they're not. He's all the way back here. They're still gonna be able to res him. Critic can make this play on him, but I think they're gonna go for the fight first, Brian.
Yeah, they have to wrap this team up quickly. I don't know what Critic sees at this point. I know you guys at home can't see it either. But he's probably looking to get the res over being aggressive. Nutcase and Knights are trying to hold back.
Effects should be crawling back to the he must have taken a lot of damage, Prime. He must have got shot and got naded right there because he bled out pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's tough.
It looks like Torch backed away from that. They were gonna go to that compound, and then they saw that there was action popping off, and they backed up. And then we have these teams in ruins. Chachi going down to Sparky, but Trouble immediately collects that, and it's Sparky getting knocked by Warhawk. Listen, again, as I said, Sparky is a I don't say this often, or I do say this often, but Sparky is a player for that team, bro. Any team he's been on, he's been a player. If you've been watching TPP, he's been putting on a clinic. Losing him early is not the thing that they need to happen. Bazaar runs over Brain, but then gets knocked by Baraku. Woo. These are some, look, what I'm excited about is there are no easy claps in this FPP PCL. Like nobody's nobody's just like, all right, I'm just going to push up here and wipe this team. Nobody's. Nah, everybody here can play the game, and I love that. I love it.
It's interesting. When I was watching the first game and I started seeing all of these names, it has just been name after name after name that I've recognized, or at least somebody that I've heard of, whether if it's recognized from the PCL or someone that I've heard of who I heard was a good player. So it's amazing to see all of these guys team up and start competing.
Oh, Baby Joy gets a knock right there on Chap. I look, Mitch getting a knock on exclusive. It says a lot about the about the PCL and a lot about the PUBG community itself, right? It's clear that console PUBG players want to compete. Clear. Ratatat, face slaps taking down Ratatat. They have been maining the VSS over here in SLG land, and it's been working. They've been playing very well. They've been playing very well with that, but it says a lot. It says that these people are willing to play and are looking for a competition, and hopefully we can one day be an official PUBG backed competition and bring this to you guys on a much larger scale. We do the best that we can, but with some support, oh, look at my team push over here. This is a smart play by them. And Standards hold them off. It cannot. Down they go. SLG.
VSS. My goodness.
Run over there and shoot it off the hip after that, Prime. They're that close, and you think he's winners?
What a push.
Good,
well executed by
good
that
team push. Yup.
Yeah.
And that shows the growth of SLG. This is another thing that we've talked about throughout a lot of PCLs, right? Like they were one realization away from being an unstoppable team, and that realization was if we play as a unit and push as a unit, we can do a lot more than if we continue to play solo. And that's how they are playing now as a team. They're switching out, they're team shooting people, and they are definitely making the plays. And look at this, something that you didn't see from SLG before. They're in cover. They're just gonna hold the cover and wait for the team to come instead of just pushing out there and trying to put them out.
Definitely the maturation of this team, and whoever the IGL on that team is, for those at home who do not know what IGL is, in-game leader. Just learning the game as they go, playing as much comp as possible, and allowing his teammates to put the faith into him with their rotations and the way they play has definitely showed, because obviously they're starting to be in a top 3 situation almost every game that I see in a PCO.
Almost every game they're in the top 3 situation. Beard goes down. Beard takes down Don't Miss right here. Don't Miss and Slider Gang in a tough position here. They're getting held out by Mixfinity and they're getting held out by Myth. And it looks like WC. Yeah, no, that is Ham, and WC is right here putting down shots as well. You know how Warhawk plays. Sometimes he makes that rotation out a little bit and gets the extra knocks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's got a little Signs in him. Signs has that same play style.
That's true.
They just don't use the same guns. So
that's true.
It's that play that you don't really want, but he does it, and it's successful more so than none. So they do it. That's
I saw that coming. However, there's not going to be a chance to get a red zone on here.
Correct. And this is maybe
that VSS is going off. Face Slap's got that VSS. He's just going to hold it right here, Prime. But Lucid can't make a play right here because Warhawk is just tagging him in the back.
At literally a quarter health maybe, and he goes down, and Trouble is going to get saved. What a play from Face Slaps with the patience.
Well
able
played.
To stop his one teammate.
Well played. We just saw a trade go down too, as 2 members from Torch were taken down, and I think Nutcase went down at that time. So, oh look, Gravity is by himself, but remember FPP, he could just crawl his way around without being spotted right here. America goes down to Warhawk. He must have been getting some picks. He's up top on this little plateau here, though. We don't even have a name for that. I guess it's because nobody ever goes there, Prime.
I know one guy who goes there.
Nutcase going down finally to Shogun. He's not to be named.
And that puts an end to Team 14. That was Ham, Effects' team, who had that tough fight over at the bridge. I'm sure they'll come back strong next game. But GG's Torch Damo in a very interesting spot. It looked like 2 cell phones allowed them to push up a little bit because they had to cross themselves.
Remember, everybody, there are 16 teams that will make it into the next round. So this is just a qualifier. We allow a 2-week qualifier to let teams gel a little bit and to get used to playing against each other. We don't have scrims currently, so these teams don't practice all the time. And this particular competition and level of game play is unmatched. It doesn't happen anywhere else. You can't find it. It's not in ranked. In ranked, there might be 2 teams of this caliber in your ranked game, but there are never 20 teams like this. Imagine loading into a ranked lobby and these are the guys that are in there. Everybody.
Not fun. Honestly, what it would be is just be a masters lobby, because a lot of these guys and gals
Are masters. That's true.
are masters.
That's
and
true.
they're leaderboard masters. So I mean, GG's.
Or have been masters at one point. Some of them have let it ride after a while. They became masters and didn't want to hold it, so they dropped down. But besides that, yeah, Prime is exactly right. This is just an all masters lobby at the end of the day. That would be insane. Prime, that'd be insane.
Yeah, look at the zone shift.
RMV on top of the mountain. This may pay off for them. They could shoot down at everybody. I believe Signs is. Oh no, I thought this was the basement map, but it's not. That's not the basement level.
Signs may be in a bush. He's the last one up for that team.
He'll be in the bush, yeah. And you know, Signs is a really good player, especially in those situations where he's at the one man. He makes smart pushes, he takes smart shots, and his DP holds a lot of bullets.
Yeah, he's very tactical. Very tactical.
It's a very, very good player. AVG holding this
rotation right here is going to be Team 15, which is going to be trash, because they are going to have RMV looking at them from the top, and Team 7, which is average gamers in that compound, going to be running parallel to them trying to get to the zone.
Yeah, all these teams are going to fight each other.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I was going to say the only way they're going to be able to successfully get in is if RMB lets them. And there's a beeline push right now from them and from Team 20.
So Diffie made this push very well, Prime, by getting there. Like, this is one of the times where his early rotation by himself might pay off, because AVG might back off of this. And no, they didn't back off. They just pulled up.
This is nice, but DC Nation took some damage as soon as he got out of the car. So Torch is gonna pull up too. GI taking down White Rose.
Oh man, GI and Dub C was getting some shots down on Team 20, two cell phones in that situation, but White Rose and those guys actually made it tough for them to pull up here. And then Tyrannical takes down Mask. Let's get you the viewpoint of that action. Looks like Dom might be getting taken down right here too. He's in a tough spot. He's getting shot at from AVG.
Good shot. 007 as well.
Do we have a 1v1 here? Is Kofri gonna get tagged up? Warhawk gonna try to help him out?
Kofri is looking for a spot to stick a needle in his shoulder is what he's trying to do.
He was backing up so crazy right there.
He was.
Good smoke by him.
This is a gatekeeping opportunity for these two. Oh, he does have a big shot from someone there. That was GI.
Where's GI located? He's behind to the right a little bit. He's giving the support.
Angle for him. What an angle. Because we didn't realize he was alive, and he gave his teammates an opportunity to heal and stay alive there. Whoa. Shogun, PUBG 007, and Muff taking down AVG.
Did Diffie survive this fight? I don't think he did. Yes, he did. He's back here. Just knocked. I think PUBG is going to be able to get him.
Yeah,
Nobody knocked. So. RMV doing bits down this side. SLG still alive, taking down PK Disaster. PKU Disaster.
Look at this. So RMB had a way to get into zone, but now they're in a position to be gate kept by the team who was late getting into zone. And because of this distraction and them losing players right here, you see Yoda goes down. Team 20 is going to be in a great spot to keep RMB out of zone, and Signs is still somehow alive.
He tried to C4 him. So the question ends up being, Prime, was the push down the mountain worth it? At the end of the day, Mushu's still up here, but was it worth? Signs is a master of disguise. He must be the rock as Havoc pushes right past him. Havoc going to try to get his prone on as well.
He had no idea where he was getting shot from. It just said, bro,
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good on that. Mushu taking shots at someone. Maybe the other VK members. VK itself has made a name for themselves in here. They are number 2 in TPP. You can't deny the growth of teams and the ability of these teams to close out games and to get kills. Warhawk, take it down. Where's he at? Over here. Take it down, PUBG. Man, we're just gonna have to call this guy 007. His name's super long.
He was gonna be in a rough position too, because he had that entire team facing him. He's probably safe here for Buffin to get the res, but she's got to be careful because now here comes RMV.
Signs still alive in this corner. Oh, but space Havoc went down. So did Gravy, and now here comes Vince. Vince goes down. Vincent goes down as well. But now over top of Diffie is going to be Mushu. Warrior Muffin just knocking Yoda's whole. Oh my goodness!
Run away, and she may not be able to get away.
There ain't no getting away. And then right there, Destroyer doing his thing. Down goes 2 cell phones. Well played by RMV. They're gonna lose Yoda right here, I think. Prime.
Yeah, this is his second, maybe third. So they're gonna move on. There's still 13 people alive somehow, some way.
Destroyer is a very aggressive player right here. I'm surprised he didn't push up this mountain. Oh, he said he didn't need to. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh.
If he collects his kill, and so did Warrior Muff, that's going to be good for them to get their points at least. No one got their kill flushed. And we got a SLG WC fight here. GI goes down to Trouble.
I'm not even gonna front, bro. If Trouble is pushing you and there's smokes and stuff going off and stuff like that, you have to be a little worried, man. He leads TPP and damage and kills and stuff. Like, he is on a tear. Like, he is on a tear. So you gotta.
He's over it. He's over it.
Right. You gotta understand where he's coming from, and you gotta place him. Some people in this league right now, you have to understand where they're going to be at, what side they're on. You have to rotate away or either come at them as aggressive as possible.
I want to see Signs win this game. I just want to see him win this game as a one-man squad. It's very unlikely, but I would love for him to see this game.
If RMV's focus is taken away from Signs right here, I don't think it's as unlikely as you believe. He might give away his position right here. No, he's not. He has gone. He's sold on his strat, Prime. Everybody's gonna fight in front of him. Promise.
He never sold on the strat. I mean, he is good for this.
Oh, he went for it.
Oh no, and Stonks with the cross shot from the houses. That's that play where you're like, bro, mind your business.
Right. I'm just making a play for the second real quick. I was just making a play, but right here they gave up. So PK. Well, I was gonna say they gave up their position, but everybody knew.
You gotta know there's a team.
Everyone knew, right? Everyone knew.
One of these houses does have a shelter.
That is the one that AIM is in. PKU AIM is in the one with the shelter on the bottom. Now this is gonna be. How do you play this if you are Team 11, which is WC? You could stay up there. You see they're popping shots. I'm not sure if I would shoot at anybody.
2 more phases, so this zone could shift to either side of the street, which I think it's going to do in 4 seconds.
Oh, it might go on the opposite side. What we need to say, it just.
Oh, it didn't. Wow.
Just circled down, still giving PKU the advantage right here.
Yeah, that's interesting. I thought it may have either hard shifted to them or hard shifted to Team 11, but I was wrong.
Do you just
be the first time?
Do you just team push so you just don't know how everybody's stacked up right here, right? All they know is there's 7 people alive, so they couldn't just stack up and push down to one particular house right here. But eventually,
the only team who has the most information, or should I say, teams would be Dub C and SLG, because they got into that early scuffle, and GI went down.
Oh, so they know the amount of people who are dead. There. I see. Right. Do they know that this is WC? Because nobody's gotten a knock yet.
Because they killed GI. Oh, do you know? No, because they made a rotation all the way back.
Right. So they both have rotated. No. So the team who should have the information. No team has the information.
Right? Yeah, I was gonna say, because remember, they only were taking pop shots and they got some scalp kills over by.
They haven't left the house, so they don't know what's going on outside. This is basically dang, I forgot the name of that bad movie where the lady had to be blind the whole time. Dang it.
Oh, Bird Box.
Right. They're basically bird boxing in the house. Exactly. Thank you. That's why we're a team.
Now you should be able to hear these shots. I think Trouble was taking some shots over there, right? But these
Trouble's gonna smoke. This is gonna end up playing in the favor of so Dub C should either get a kill or have SLG weak enough for them to make a push. And no, they don't, because Stonks with another knock.
And Kofi's not going to get rezzed here.
Oh, he had no more cover prime.
Right. So it's over. PKU may find their way to a win here if they continue to play patient. But Warhawk, if you are Dub C and there's one player you want left up, is this guy with the cover that he has.
Man, I can't write out SOG right here because it's trouble in face slaps right now either. Like,
good point.
Right, and this is what I thought was gonna happen too. They're gonna push up on Aim's team, right, and it's just gonna be them and Aim, and Aim's gonna have to make a play. And if he doesn't get a knock on trouble right here, oh, here it comes. He might be down. Oh, White Rose not playing. That's the captain of PKU as well, just in case you didn't know.
1v3 here, Bing.
Is Aim in the basement, pro?
Yes. What a play.
Face slaps just took the death.
Wow. What a game. PKU coming in with the win. SLG in second, Dub C in third, and Evasion in fourth, RMV in fifth. Replay action coming right up to you guys. I want to see in the chat, how did you guys feel about that game, the circle, the zone? Who did you want to see win? As this was the fight we talked about earlier, Bing. We saw that GI went out early here to trouble. And then they saw that the rest of the team was retreating, and Face Slaps and Trouble just decided to hold this ridge. But PKU with the best advantage here. Center zone, late end zone with the hardest cover. It just didn't work out. Signs absolutely playing his butt off, staying alive for as long as he can and getting a couple kills with it. Unfortunately getting spotted. And then with that fight that happened with GI, that forced Dub C the opposite way of the zone. They could have probably beelined to the houses and had the hard cover from the outside, but this put them in a rough position, and Warhawk was unable to work his magic here. And this is what we saw. Signs was hoping he would get just one more second to heal up, but he does kill Destroyer and Mushu. Literally a thorn. This is the problem that they made here, though. They laid down right next to each other, and that's just not what you need. And Stonks putting the end to Signs right there.
Signs allowed WC to make this rotation, right? Because him getting those two kills forced him getting those two kills, and then Stonks getting that kill on him opened that whole side up for WC. I was wondering how they make that rotation from the fight right there all the way to the opposite side, right? So basically they rotated all the way, and SLG rotated the opposite side, and they ended up fighting each other again. That's insane.
That was super insane. And Stonks just being the thorn in Team 11 side as well, Dub C, as he got the angle on Kofri, and he was helping out Face Slaps, who got the kill on Warhawk at the end. I'm hearing that Face Slaps is a VSS god, and I don't know if I like that, because he's already a good player. You're going to give him probably the most underrated gun in the game.
He was absolutely putting people away last game with that VSS. That's why they say that he mains it. I mean, that's why I said there was somebody that mains it. It's him.
Yeah.
There we 100%. Go. It makes perfect sense. It all makes perfect sense. Again, this is great patience by PKU. I think this isn't their first win in the PCL. They've won before, but this definitely is a big win. If you get a win in this particular setting against these particular players, you're doing something right.
You should feel absolutely good about yourself. And
you are doing something right. This should be a celebration. This isn't your run of the mill lobby. You're out there with some of the you're on the field or the battlegrounds with people that are, quote, the greatest PCL or the greatest PUBG players ever. Some of them, right? And I love it.
That's true. That's true. I have no objection to that. It is absolutely true. And again, PKU got lucky here as well. And you do need a little luck in PUBG, because this zone could have forced them out of the house, and then they would have had to make a rotation and be spotted. but they had the most hard cover, and then AIM being pushed by Trouble. AIM had the advantage and actually did a good job with winning his 1v1 there, actually.
I'm not sure if Trouble knew where everybody was on that push that he makes right here. Because he gets shot, Trouble gets shot in the back, right?
He may have, yeah. We didn't really have a good perspective on what happened there. We just thought it was a 1v1. Even I thought, honestly, at first I thought that they were upstairs in the house, but
I think AIM is in the basement and Trouble is looking for him and he gets shot in the back by a White Rose right here.
Right.
So you know what I think is happening here? Trouble's hearing him. So he's running around looking for him. He just can't find him. So he hears him in this basement. So he's running around to the opposite side to look in the window. And then there's no look in the window. And then he gets knocked right there by White Rose. He probably didn't know this isn't a place where you typically have fights. So if you're not aware of that, you know, you end up in a tough situation.
That's true. And I bet that he was probably disgruntled and thought that, man, maybe they should have came out of the house, but that's not how that works. So GG's, that is 2 games down out of 4. You are watching the PCL PUBG Console League. Be back after these messages, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back to the PCL, the PUBG Console League. I am your host, Invasion Bing. I'm here with I Am Prime, and we will be bringing you the FPP League. This is match number 3 after the first 2 matches. Match number 1 won by CK. Match number 2 won by PKU. Prime, how was that last match?
It was great, absolutely great. The poise and patience by PKU, not rushing to the bottom of the mountain that most teams did, and taking a hard cover and having faith that they would come out on top was probably the best play they've made in like ever. Really good play, and you're right. This is not the first game they've ever won. But for this season, I believe this is their first one that they've won. And they just played together as a team. That house split could have worked for them or hurt them. But right there, they just did a really good job with calming and coming out with the win. So we are hopeful to see a little bit more action for game 3. And what I mean by that is we are hoping to see some toxic zones.
The best zone for me is the zone where it's half water and then half land in phase number 2, and or like 80% water and then like that tiny bit of land for phase number 2, so we can see them all just attack each other off the rip. So right now we have a Millie to Zarky circle. We're gonna give you guys a breakdown of how the score looks right here in a minute. Just let me jump out of the airplane before we do that, so you guys don't have to actually watch me drown, because that is not the best.
It's the best content ever. What do you mean?
You know,
you get to watch the announcer literally dwindle.
And health, right? Slowly too. It's not like it's a fast situation. The crazy part about this is I just saw somebody jump out of the plane with me, so that means there is a team going Zarky.
They're looking for you to get an extra kill point.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is insane.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm just saying, I would be doing that. I'd be like, wait, where's Bing?
Where's he landing today?
Nobody said that I couldn't.
Look at what we got here.
This is what I'm looking for. This right here.
There will be 2 teams. I bet it. 2 teams will bridge camp, and they'll bridge camp both sides of the bridge. And one of the teams, Torch will be in Bridgetown by Novo. Watch. All right, let me show you guys the let's get right into the scores, okay? As you can see, you got it, Prime. You got it.
In first place currently with 27 points, it's going to be Sweat Lounge Gaming, also known as SLG. Second place, results may vary. RMB in second place with 1 point behind SLG, and 1 point behind second place is going to be Dub C Winner's Circle. This is a 1 point spread between all 3, total of 2 for first and third place. And then we have Console Killers tied in third with them as well. And then Avita in fifth with 16 points. The interesting thing about this is Avita with a win and a lot of kills, or just a lot of kills in general and decent placement, could be first place after this 3 games?
After 3 games, yep, that's right.
So I would look for them to come out strong. They had a tough beginning that last game, which doesn't typically happen to these guys. These are very, very well-established PUBG players. So I look forward to seeing them actually being in the top 5 this go round, along with Myth. Myth did a really good job game 1. I don't know what happened to them game 2, but I think that they are going to be in a top 5 situation as well. We will see, though. We will see.
Take a look at where these teams landed right here.
Oh, man.
So RMV is way out there.
I gotta cut you off. I have a question for you, and I need to know the answer. I'm sorry. Who wins this game being in the position that they're in now? Like, if you were the IGL, what is your play? And where are you going to go to give your team the opportunity to win this game?
So we know U-turn actually lands right in this spot, right? So I'm sorry, U-turn. Unvaulted. Unvaulted lands in this spot. Unvaulted is the team that should win this game. CK is rotating in. CK and UV from their current placement prime should be the teams that win this, right? The problem here is that is Unvaulted confident enough in their calls and their placement to win, right? Like, do they believe that the circle is going to come to them? Can they win that one gunfight that's going to put them into the position to get the win, right? CK, basically this zone is going to give CK the position to hold, and with CK holding a position, that's when they're at their best. They're way better than everybody else. Well, I don't want to say everybody else at that, but they are really good at holding a compound down. They'll hold the compound forever hold, and then they get knocks and then confirms from that hold. So I can see them winning this. The other thing that I can see is the mates do a really good job of playing the water right here. Not on that side, but like over here, they do a really good job of playing the water, and they get a lot of kills that way. So I'm going for, I think CK in this current position can win if it shifts closer to them. But remember, the mates, Avita and even Ham, do a very good job of rotating and getting kills and the necessary kills. You know what I'm saying? They get those kills that they need instantly. And I think that's the thing, right? In the first game I said, can CK win games where they're not in the optimal position? That's the question that I have that lingers on. The same question I have for SLG back in the day, where can they ever come together and play as a team? Well, they have. Let's see if CK can make things happen when they get circled, you know, when the circle doesn't play into their favor. Let's see what happens.
That's a really good observation. I have to agree with you. I think that the team that can be in that position that you called out earlier is going to be the team. And if you're not in that area, you want to be somewhere around there, kind of like where this team is now going from military and where everyone else from Fairy Pier is going.
Right.
They know where the water vehicles are. They have to get there before another team to avoid losing a player in the rotation. And if they do that, they give themselves a way better chance at winning the game, or at least being in late game.
So Warhawk, all right, now this is something that you guys at home might not know. So there are static vehicle spawns right now. So all the spawn points for the vehicles that everybody knows already. SLG doing work. I don't even know where that's going down at Prime. I think that's going down. No, SLG got one kill out of that, but then FLC wipes Slaughter Gang. That's what we just saw happen right there. But
you do not see Slaughter Gang get wiped in early game often.
Doesn't happen often. But in saying that, we're seeing a lot of teams die going for boats because they know there's a boat there. Or a lot of teams die early rotation because they want this particular vehicle. So by the time they get to that vehicle, you know, there's already a team camping the vehicle, right? That's what's happening down here in this fight that we see PKU in trouble. Trouble going down to AIM. AIM is by himself, Prime. A-Slaps takes him down.
Does he get the res too, or did AIM get the flush on that kill?
He did not get he's getting the res right now. So AIM was just late on the rotation. The rest of PKU is in the water right now. Gonna try to do the old retch around. I don't know. We all right. So in the PCL, that strat used to be the strat. You get in the boat on this side and you wrap all the way around to the backside of this. Nobody's going to be there in your mind, and then you're going to push over and push up, right? The problem is if the circle shifts to the north of the island, you are literally screwed.
You are. You're screwed, and nobody. So it used to be a popular rotation. You're 100% right. But what the players have found is that the compounds on the southern side are not the best, and you have to still run to get there because your vehicle does not make it to those compounds.
So you have to run from the beach to the compound, and then from the compound to the middle of military. So people don't really like that. We're going to take you over in the 2D view back over here. Our camera work cannot get you guys into the blue and then back. There's just no way. FLC is going to try to get out of Vanilla. Vanilla might make it. So this is what we see a lot now, Prime. A lot of the times you'll see people get shot out of the vehicle, but not the vehicle won't explode. The vehicles
It's just easier to shoot for windows now.
right,
Or
exactly.
you're more likely to, yeah.
Exactly. Vehicles are strong. I know they changed the way it is, but vehicles appear to be a little stronger than what they used to be. So it takes way more shots, right? Because you're distributing the bullets and the damage to different places on the vehicle, right? At least that's how it feels to me when I play myself. That's
100%, because different parts of the vehicle absorb less damage based on where you're shooting. So you obviously the doors in the trunk absorb the least amount of damage, and usually that is where people are shooting the cars
That's true.
because they don't want to be dead in front of a car. The engine takes the most damage and the hood takes the most damage, I believe.
The engine I know is 100, and then I know the top half of the car is 50, and I think the door is 75 or something like that. I might have those confused, but a little bit like that. Tacticals just got knocked right there and was able to get the res, and then Critic goes down, Nice goes down. CK pushed over there, or did they push into the building? That was happening right here.
Into the building, yeah.
Effects is down as well.
Yeah,
but they're gonna get the res on Effects. I don't think CK is gonna push that right there.
They usually don't, but if they do, they may be trying to get them out of there and apply some pressure because they already got 2 flushes in Knights and Critic.
Oh, Tacticals gets flushed as well. Prime, that's a good call by you right there. I think what you should do is push. They did push the building, and then Effects knocks Bazaar.
I bet you he did it 1 HP too.
Me
he
too.
Never even got a first aid on.
Oh, and then he gets knocked. So Chap got knocked. They got the flushes right there, but Zach was the last person up, or is there one more person up for their team? 2 people up because Exclusive didn't go into the building. So they all stacked up and pushed in there. And you're right. I think Effects might have took that fight on 1 HP, and then they all went for trades right there. And they did a very good job. They just were one player too short.
Yeah, good plays by them. At least to make something out of nothing and get a kill or 2. And look at this zone and look at what you called out. You're absolutely right. This ridge, this western ridge of a military is so dangerous. And look at Ferry Pier. The thing is highlighting.
Nobody has.
There are people still looking to get into a good old fashioned fisticuff on the main land, and Brain is taking the lead of that.
I don't think they have any vehicles left. Like you have to swim now. But remember this.
This is that rotation you call out.
You just
a lot.
drive. Team 19. You're gonna drive across the bridge scot-free. Nobody's gonna be there. Everybody's worried about the deep rotation now, and all you have to do is walk across the bridge. Oh yeah, so America's gonna die. Beard is still up. No, that's Bear Crew. I'm sorry. I apologize, everybody. And
there's still teams leaving from blue.
Ooh.
2 cell phones and Team 9.
Turn UV just tells GI to move his face just a little bit to the left or to the right because he has an arm. And then RMV, they're swimming. Oh my goodness, you don't know what I was about to say if he or they were bridge camping this late. I was gonna say that is crazy.
They're gonna have a pair on them, huh?
Oh my goodness, the gonads. Bro,
Team 20 now is gonna be able to drive successfully through the bridge without being contested, like you called out. They are the ones on the bridge now. Jokers with a big knock there on Destroyer.
Destroyer's in the water, right? Oh no, he was pulling up out the blue, and then he gets knocked. That's an instant death in this situation.
Yeah, now you can see Evasion is actually trying to make their way in the zone.
It's just wild. I think they might have took some damage Prime because they should be making this rotation too.
Right, I agree. Warhawk going down to Baby Joy. 2 great players. I would have loved to see that perspective.
I don't even know where they're at because Warhawk you could tell he had a little bit of a connection issue, so he had to rotate because he dropped Zarky.
Oh, they were look at where
right by the he was trying. He was trying to get in, and he ran into him. Okay, makes sense. Over here, Dimshit getting put. Oh, we're gonna take you over here to this SLG fight since they are in the lead and are doing very well today.
Anybody's week for the first week here of FPP.
Love it, Prime. I love it.
2-point spread, 1 to 2 point spread between the top 4, I believe it was, right? Which is crazy. Team 15 in a great position. Flex FP getting the flush on Mo. This is Team Trash. One SLG member is down, and they're trying to find their way into zone and maybe get a good knock on this team.
Damn,
SLG, this is where they get active too. If they can get a knock here, they're pushing. Especially when you kill one of their team members.
Dimshik is hurting them a little bit, and Team Trash has been holding them in this position for so long, right?
Agreed.
Nobody's been just letting off with those that many and holding them down. Look at this. We got a Soup going down to Maddie Slaps. Oh, can I get us over here? Team 20 is 2 cell phones. They are. Oh man, look at this. Myth able to make it in. Just a little hurt. Oh, they're letting it fly, Prime. You can't hear, but they're letting it fly. Oh my goodness. I think everybody on the team shot everything that they had at them, but team number 9 is going to rotate right into team 5, who's waiting to take advantage of a team in a weaker position since they have been getting bullied for so long. Instant claps.
Going down. He fell out of a vehicle.
He didn't get it, Prime. He did. He jumped out too early, and then but he killed himself. They were not able to get that confirmed. They had him 1 shot, and that was it.
Well, they were now taking shots from Team 15, so they couldn't stand still to concentrate to get those shots.
I see. Team 15 is gonna
take. Oh, Tyrannical taking down and flushing Baby Joey. Maddie's gonna tank the blue here, I believe. And Team 20 now is going to have a flank on SLG.
They got to get this knock as a team on Whistler.
Agreed.
They have to put him down. Whistler heard him and backed up.
Is rubbing her hands together right now.
Oh, Sparky doing work to Mixfinity right now. Oh my goodness, they can shoot so well. Whistler going down. SLG still holding this. Oh, they collected that Whistler kill quickly.
Good play by Shogun. Heads up play by Shogun. Trouble and Face Labs literally looking for a way to get out of this mess. They're taking a ton of shots down from Team 15, who has not challenged them. So this is when your team. Oh wait, Maddie is still trying to stay alive here. Actually.
This is only phase 4, Prime, so he can stay alive. And then he knocks Trouble from behind.
Wow. Yo, sorry, I had to steal your cop.
That has to go against SLG. SLG knew he was back there. They didn't see another Myth member die on the kill feed. Maybe they just didn't know that he was part of the team. They were in a predicament, right? They were getting shot from all the sides, and he's still shooting the VSS, bro. And they were getting shot from all the sides, so they just made the best out of it. Dipshit finally gets taken down by nobody, and then Tyrannical takes down Sparky. So that's Team 10 done. Dub C. The mates. Man, they've been switching teams so much on me.
I got quiet because I was trying to see how this rotation was going to go and where the zone was compared. So now Team 15, nobody gets knocked here.
Who knocked nobody? I did not see.
I don't know. And that's where I got quiet because I was like, are they staying on top too long? And I think they were. Shogun got a pit maneuver there, got out, shot at.
I think he was going for the maneuver, Prime, but but somehow the motorcycle is stronger than the car.
That is insane.
Flex gets taken down by AV. I'm just pointing out the obvious, bro. Gee, chill out. You know what I'm saying?
This is the tough part right here too, because they stayed in that compound too long, worried about SLG. So now they are on the outside looking in with their rotation.
Mm-hmm. We always talk about that.
They lost players because of it, and Team 20
Oh, Shogun went right in there for that. We talk about that, Prime. We talk about when do you pull away from holding a team so you can get better placement, right? Or better position. And then Warrior Muffin gets taken down by Space Havoc. Here he is. Space Havoc is the person who got that initial knock, Prime, on nobody. He's just been playing slowly and then eventually gets his knocks right there. Well done by Space Havoc. Take your time. All about taking your time. Mask still in it, keeping Dub C in the race. I'm sorry, I misstated. I do this a lot. When the mates, something happens with the mates, I call them Dub C, and that's just because some of their players have played for both teams.
Yeah, the names and players are all over the place.
Right,
you love to see it.
You got to be very, very, very focused as a commentator.
He's been on 3 teams, right? He's been on SLG, the mates now, and was on.
Right, he's the guy who gets me confused.
For me too. That's why I don't even say anything when he dies or plays off.
Yeah, he's the guy that gets me confused.
Sparky's a one-man squad.
Right. He definitely gets me confused the most. But we have this is evasion evading the fights.
Oh my goodness. First and foremost, the name threw me. Secondly, that pun
was great. Thank you.
Somebody's got to res me. I'm not.
So I 100% almost didn't let him put the name in. I was like, man, but hey, man, they have fun doing it. Go for it. Go.
Should have called themselves abduction. Never mind.
Oh my goodness. We'll never see that again. So we're fine.
Oh my goodness. Muffin.
Space Havoc
Put herself in the worst spot in Space Havoc again.
It's crazy. She probably peeked over there and saw that he wasn't in that same spot that he was in and thought it was safe. And then she stuck her head outside for a little while trying to get a peek at somebody else. And then he was still right there. 10 teams up. Phase number 5.
The worst, the absolute worst position to be in. Or player to go against. I'm sorry. Like the person who shoots you, lights you up. You go to heal and they are on the other side of the
right.
And because you just never saw them and you're healing, so you're not really concerned with their rotation anymore. And then you go to peek and then they got a better angle on you, man.
Mitch getting taken down right there by Zach and an exclusive getting knocked by RMV. And now Zach is in a tough spot. And then Evasion is going to pull right up here. Gaga got a knock over there on a UV member. And now Dimdos and Turn are going to pull right up in here into this gated Spears. A good spot to be at. And then Diffie gets taken down by Ratatat. And then Mushu getting his bleed out for exclusive. I was going to make a comment about these divots right here. And I think they're wonderful places to be if your team can hold them. As long as one of your teammates doesn't get knocked being aggressive, you should be all right. Every position is good until you're overwhelmed by numbers. Right, and in this position, I think that everybody's doing an all right job and staying in their respective locations. Ratatat might be getting pushed. He has to make a play here. This is where he's in trouble. That nade hit for 2, bro. Like, I don't understand grenades. Like, no. Lou. See, this is why teams like Avita and the mates and all these teams are good. All these teams are very good, right? It's because they allow each other to make risky plays and can cover each other from multiple angles. Right there, Lou was able to knock Shogun as Ratatat was making the retreat back in the cover. Ratatat got knocked. Right, Ratatat got knocked, but not knocked by Shogun. He got knocked by I think Finesse or somebody on another team.
Yeah. That was hilarious, though. You got so upset that the nade did 2
damage, bro.
Dropped for 2, man.
It hit right next to him. 2 damage. I get it. I am glad that they nerfed him, but come on, bro. 2 damage, bro. Mask was just trying to chill and finesse. No chilling.
Spotted.
Tyrannical, one of my favorite comp players. Even though I talk about him a lot because he gets so many kills. He goes unnoticed, but I want to say that he's one of the reasons why Torch is as good as they are. It has 100% to do with how well Tyrannical plays.
I agree.
Gaga getting finessed as well. Gaga having a really strong game right here.
On that team is M. M is
a good play.
Can play for them.
Can play. He's a very good player, Prime. Mm-hmm. Look at this. Torch holding down this whole side. All 4 players up. Taking some shots from Zach. Zach is the only one up from his team. And then RMV holding down what looks like to be the edge. That's a good spot for them. And we talked about Unvaulted being winning this. At least they're going to make it to the top 5, I believe. If they could stay alive long enough. It looks like Gaga is focused on a different team. They do not know that they're here right here, I don't think. They're looking past them. Oh, we got some snaking going on, bro. We got some snake. They're in 6th place right here. These teams are just holding on. The team with the advantage right now. No, Avita has 4 and Torch has 4. Oh my goodness. Is Unvaulted gonna make a game ruining play? Look at Evasion.
Look at this. Look at this formation.
Prime, they're prone on the half wall. The, that's a good play. That's such a good play. Oh, I got a cramp from laughing. That's such a good play. Somebody just tried to get a C4 kill. That was Zach.
Man, listen, the C4 is just so good. So good. How is Zach going to make this play right here? This may be the end for CK right here, Zach. He's got to make a stellar play against two really good players in Yoda and Mushu. Here we go. He's going to push in through the smoke. May have a 1v1 situation. Got cross shot by Yoda as well.
He got shot by somebody on 16 as well.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't think he was going to take the peak of that clip. If anything, I'd have just peeked right.
He sent it. He sent it the whole way.
He sent it. Yeah,
he sent it the whole way. So they're going to
absolutely sent it.
They're going to rotate in here, right here, and crawl in as well. I can almost guarantee that's going to be their next play. Unvaulted has to make Dom getting a knock on Mushu from far with the M16. Dom's a good player, bro. Oh, this is what we're seeing. We're seeing Standards and Gaga just rail RMV over there. There's no way that they can make it into the zone. There's no way they can make it into the zone. They would have to push to that little rock over there and then push all the way through. Wow.
So now we all of these teams have a piece of the next zone.
Oh, here comes.
Probably scared the mess out of him.
And he was able to still get the kill.
Wow.
And then, wow.
What a play.
What a play. What a play. What a play. What a play. I wonder when he realized that they were there. Like, was it on the shot? Because Standards immediately had his back. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder.
Yeah, 100%.
I wonder when they knew.
Well executed. I know it looked like the way the guy was shooting with it. He doesn't like to get
his like 50-50
shooting. He was startled.
Right. Yeah, he's not a 50-50 person. He likes knowing where people are and then being able to hit them from a distance or medium range more than that right there. Signs doing his signs thing over there. Standards being taken down after that rest. We're gonna pay attention to Yoda. Yoda does finally get taken down, but he was able to confirm a kill over there.
This is insane.
Signs goes down instantly right there. Instantly. He got
probably prone too.
He went for the play. Then he's trying to rotate back to the team, and Gaga hit him with two swift SLR shots, putting them down. I'm not gonna front.
So good.
I would love to see the SLR nerf the bullet for headies.
No way, never. I would love. I was gonna say, you give it 2 more points and it's a crate weapon.
Right. I would love to see it taken down just a bit. Like that's just. And you know what? You know what, bro? I think I'm saying that not for the console side of things, but when you play PC PUBG, bro, like you're dead. If somebody has an SLR, you are
automatic bolt action.
Right, you're dead. It's just not fair. It's not fun at all. like.
And that is probably the most sought out gun. Like
it's SLR barrel. If you have 7, you just run SLR barrel. You are definitely straight.
That is definitely the meta for sure.
So phase 9 is going to end with everybody going right here into the middle of the field. We're going to see some plays.
This is TDM.
It is
TDM spot and everything, ladies and gentlemen.
I would love to go to first person somebody, but we're going to miss some action if we do that. If we give you a different camera angle right here, we'll miss some action.
I think AV has the best position here.
I do too. I think Lou
Torch is making better position for themselves right now.
I think Lou is in the position, right? As long as Gaga can hold team 6 over there, which is evasion, I think they're fine, right?
Now, took shots too, there.
If you are evasion, you should be looking across the map and not even close. Like Gaga's gonna get into a better position for himself to make himself safer. He threw a nade and then he moved back into position. I want to see if so. Team 6 can't even peek right here, Prime. That's their problem. They can't stand up to shoot across, so they're just snaking around here to make it to the next zone.
The formation again.
Yeah, man. What? We are caterpillars.
The one play you can make right here is just beelining Gaga right now.
Right. That's true. Together as a unit, they can together push them.
I'm talking about counting in sync too. Hey boy,
We're going.
one, two, three.
Because look, in this situation, they have they're the people who are in the worst spot right here, because their cover's gonna end and they have to walk between. They only have certain places that they can leave. Oh, everybody's gonna shoot at them. Oh,
hurt them and Damo.
There's nothing they can do. But like you said before, AV in a good spot. Lou is in the middle of the circle. As the circle closes in, Ratatat's gonna sacrifice himself right here to put out as much damage. He's not gonna sacrifice anything. He's just gonna laser him. Dom's gonna die to Ratatat as well. They're gonna try to get this res over here. I think somebody needs to swing. Ratatat's gonna swing in the smoke. He doesn't care. Takes down Quakes. Takes down M.
Holy moly. AV in first place with 13 kills. I just called this out. They are going to climb up that ladder with 13 kills in first place with the dub. That is going to be insane for them.
Yo, Ratatat at the end of that game, Prime, just said,
absolutely,
I got it.
Insane. Hold my beer, boys. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. I got it. Don't even worry about it. And he pushes over there with such reckless abandon, and it helps out his team. This play right here, this could have went very differently if Unvaulted gets this kill on Gaga as he pushes over there. I think that lessens the number. He hit him for like 40, maybe. It just wasn't enough, bro. It just wasn't enough.
Did damage? Never mind. Okay, I'm just checking.
Gaga swings. I mean, Standards is actually who saves them right there, right? But that's a good play by them. Again, in sync and on top of it, well played by Vita. I think that is what allows them to claim this game, because now they can hold. They basically are holding the majority of the circle. They have 50% of the circle before this ever happens. And then Torch was holding. Sometimes I talked to Dom about this. I think sometimes they just hold their spot a little too long, right? They're edging the zone right here a little too long. If they could rotate in or just aggressively push one of the members of AV, they're probably in a better position to win this game.
Yeah, and right there, M got the kill on Yoda, but not before Yoda took down Tyrannical. A guy that you just mentioned is very key to Torch in winning games. So they lost their big gun, and they're kind of low numbered there, because if Tyrannical still stays alive and Ratatat gets that first knock, Tyrannical's still there to hold off Ratatat. But because Ratatat got 2 knocks, that put them in a rough position to where one guy had to stick the res, and then there was, no cover fire there, and that allowed Ratatat to literally make the play he just made. But that's something that you can't have. Like you said, that inching may have hurt them from that, because RMV Yoda ended up ruining Torch's chance to really win right here.
And then, sorry. No, I'm sorry. But I was gonna say in this situation, right? They can't really push out. It's too late in the game for them now, right? Because they can't push out. Because if they push out, they're gonna get shot by all the members of AV, and then they still might get shot by Team 6. I think AV's positioning right here is just so dominant that nobody else on the map could do anything.
That's what I was gonna say. So you hit the nail on the head.
There's just nothing they could do, Prime. It's just nothing. Like, I don't even have a strat that could win this right here. Because if they get in the car and push somebody, they're just gonna team shoot the car, right?
And even if they make the swing on Rat here, Rat has so much cover that Lou has the angle too. So and they don't know. I don't even know if they look at this and say, "Oh, this is where they were." Oh, it's a GG. Like if I was somebody on Torch right now and I saw that, and then I go back and watch the replay, there's nothing you could do. You got Gaga on the swing, on the cross shots. Lou has an angle for Rat, and nobody's pushing back the other way because there's no cover on the runway. So that is what really forced Torch into a really rough spot, because they had no other way to go but either beeline mid or to swing towards Ratatat, and that just didn't happen.
they would have needed like 20 smokes to make this play work. They would have had to smoke like the whole side in order to push one person, and then they still would have probably got converged on because of the spacing of AV right here. Like, and because of where the circle ended up, right? Like, you're right. This whole side right here that Gaga is watching, there's nobody there. Like, there's no cover at all. That's just open area. You're gonna get beamed. These players are too good for you to rotate that way, right?
And that was the comment I was gonna make about the smoke, because look at this smoke play.
Right, there's nothing they could do. They were getting shot. Dom shot him from behind that. Like, there's nothing they could have done right there. You're right. It's 100%. That's 100% accurate. Problem. There's nothing. They had no chance. Both teams had no chance.
With fully automatic weapons spraying in the smoke, you're gonna get shot. So it was a tough game, but an overall good one. We saw Avita taking the win, and they were the ones who I believe was 5th place going into this, or 6th place going into this. But coming up with that amount of kills and in 1st place is going to bump them up, especially with the other teams not getting as many kills. And now we are going to see the leaderboard shuffle around a little bit. So after a brief intermission, we are going to be right back. This is the PUBG Console League right here, exclusively on Twitch.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the PCL PUBG Console League, and I am your host, Invasion being alongside I Am Prime, giving you FPP action. This is season 7, match number 4. We have our winners for match number 1, which was CK, match number 2, PKU, and match number 3, Avita. With that being said, I'm going to shoot right over into the scores and let Prime run those down for you all.
Wow. We have got a change in first place. Avita in first place with 39 points. 25 of those points were kills. Second place is going to be RMV with 34 points. And in third, SLG with 33. A little bit more spread out, but still between second and third place is going to be one team. The Console Killers gets bumped down to fourth with 30 points. And Winner Circle and Torch following them in fifth and sixth place with 27 and 21. So after this first set of games, and this being the last one, a big game from any of those teams that were mentioned with a solid amount of kills could put them in first place through the first week. And keep in mind, guys, this is obviously what we call this is not what we call the money round. These are the qualifiers, and you want to get some good momentum built up going into the money round, especially knowing how these teams play. Like Bing has mentioned before, there aren't really that many newer teams anymore. Or if they are, they're kind of mixed in with some experienced teams, and even the newer teams are playing absolutely well on top of that. So this is going to be a tough top 16, 100%.
It's going to be so crazy in the top 16, Prime. There's no doubt about that. I'm telling you, this might be the most impressive field we've had. Right, exactly. To be honest, it's only missing like one team that people remember from the PCL, right? And that would be SSG, but there are SSG members playing right now. There's just one missing. And besides that, the teams that people are that say are the best teams out are all in here right now and participating and playing at a high level. Even Evasion is just Invasion with some extra people. So it's definitely the same teams, right? And that's what you love to see. And the thing that I like about this particular round is we get to see players playing outside of their typical drops, because like I said, they're just learning where to go and figuring out how things are supposed to happen going forward. And this is going to be excellent. I'm so excited to see a team like PKU Prime be successful, right? Because that doesn't give them confidence to play that much better later on. Same thing with UV. UV might have died in that game, but they held down their compound, they got some kills, and then they were able to make it to the top 5, which again is something that I really enjoy seeing. I enjoy seeing players and teams maturate over the course of a PCL, right? Because that's how it's supposed to happen. You're supposed to be able to grow as a player as you progress through a league or through some events with some practice, and that's what we're seeing right now.
That's true, 100%. And now we're going to see who can win the GACA field fight. PK, you getting into an early fight with Team 10. That's going to be the mates.
This is not what I expected to see
at all. There's one down from each team now, 2 down from PKU as Tacticals absolutely lasers White Rose.
This is not the spot, bro.
It is not. White Rose gets flushed. AIM will probably not get the res here. And Stonks is going to be... No, he is.
He's going to get for it. He's going for it.
Yeah, I take that back. Yeah, he's got a teammate with him.
It's kind of hard for us to see this fight right now. It's a little... it's just so many people on there. They look like they're shifting pretty quickly, but they're not really doing that. It's just the spectator mode sometimes lags. Oh man, but this what we were saying is this is the spot that the mates land every game. So it's not really the fight that people like to get in. So they just let them be. And in this particular case, look at Sparky with this rotation, bro.
Yes, I was getting ready to say that.
Sparky rotated all the way behind them, so there's nowhere for them to go. As they get shot at, they're gonna try to get out of here, but this isn't looking good for PKU
at all.
But with that win, Prime, they got wiggle room to the bottom 16, to the top 16, so they're fine.
They did that, and that's what's important. 100%. Ooh, Disaster taking down Sparky on the flank there. He better go and collect that kill if he can.
Whoa.
Because he's got Gravity and Demshik literally pushing him with a lot of VSM. Gravity taking down Disaster.
Stonks confirmed that.
He does. What a heads up by Stonks. He realizes this is probably going to go down for them, and he confirms the kill at least to give him another point.
What happened right here, Prime, that I didn't know, it looks like esports mode has added back in the M249.
Oh, did they take it out?
It was out last season that we played. It was not in.
I can't shoot that gun for the life of me. And I can shoot a lot of guns really well without grips and everything.
Stonks is doing a very good job. Finally gets taken down. But so I noticed that the gun was, I kind of figured that they were going to put it back in, right? Because in the PCS, it's action, like it's in there. Because remember the initial PGC rules had it so that there was no M249 in there playing. Then the new PGC rules for 2020, it's available and it's floor loop.
We talked about this before. That's right. Remember, I said maybe they were waiting to change the car mechanics because the
yes,
blow up the car
instantly. Right, you're right. We still got some fighting going on over here. You're right. We did discuss that. And for me, I think the M249 is balanced enough to be in the game because, like you said, it is a very hard gun to shoot for. You give the gun to a casual and he can't really hit shots. The only problem that you have to do is you have to keep it at bay. If you push up on a person who's just gonna hip fire you with the M249, oh, you're probably gonna die. It's just how it happens. But besides that, it is what it is. More taking down projects.
Yeah, and this is not what you want in a game like this where you could potentially reset and now you can go for the win. This isn't what you want. This isn't a fight that you want, especially with your best player going down because Joey is not going to get revived.
Nope.
So we got Mitchell Muerta and Lucid fighting outside of zone against a team that.
It's a slaughter gang right here, pushing up right here. But Lucid got that knock right there with the mini. They might be in a good position right here. Muerta's not going to allow them to get this res, and neither is Lucid. We just want to see what D and Don't Miss do in this situation. Is it worth the fight again? The push over here?
D is making his way across. So Muerta taking shots, but does not land any.
This is
information that Muerta's still on that side of the street. He's going to try to get a 1v1 here with him.
Don't Miss is in the building though. Oh, look at that. So something just happened with the server. Now it's perfect. Wow, that's crazy.
Just takes a little while.
That's facts. Somebody probably just died, Prime, and they just opened up enough space for it to be good. Oh, fine. Man, I can run on this. D's going to try to rotate her out of here. Can't really make it. Don't Miss, knocks him Muerta. It's a tough 50-50 right there, Brian. Like, one of the things that I've learned from very good players is if you don't have to take the 50-50,
you don't. Right, you just don't.
We have some action right under me.
How Ham does this game as well. They had some pretty sad moments.
Mitch goes down as well.
And they don't want it to happen. And that's not what
they would be right here. So this is what's going to happen with Ham, right? Ham is made up of great players. I'm talking about the best of the best. However, they're not players that typically play in squads or in a squad fashion.
Or play together at all, period. That's true.
Or play together at all. Sometimes they play duos with each other, but they don't typically play together as a unit, and I think that is going to negatively affect them. We'll see if they can change that going forward. Like, will we see them? And these are, like we said, these are top quality streamers. So will you see them streaming squads together? Will they be playing squads offline to make sure they're better? They might not have to play, ranked games, but they need to get their chemistry up a little bit to understand their rotations and how each other likes to play. They might not be able to do everything that everybody that people expect them to do right now, just because they haven't played in this scenario that often.
That's true.
Like right here, they're rotating phase 2. They're rotating somewhere else, but that just denies them easy shots at that target that they just missed, right? But they're making so you go through changes.
That compound if they can, which is
this one, right?
It's not taken. Yeah.
So look, you go through changes as a comp team, right? You try stuff out, it doesn't work. Look, Knights wants to go up here. This is the spot though, Prime. This is the. So they missed the spot because they got shot at. So they thought they missed out on kills. So now they're coming back to get in this fight. But the real spot they should go to is that compound. I think Knights is actually headed there now.
Yeah, he's kind of pseudo.
Oh no, they're still going further north.
Still going, and I don't know if he saw the care package and thought he should go for that first. Myth America going down to trouble. Big headshot and gets flushed by face slaps.
That's that accident, Prime. You pulled up to that compound. They played it really tight, and then they showed themselves at the very end, because you can see the rest of team number 9 just driving around, not knowing where to go right now, because their goal was to get into this compound that SLG is in.
Yeah, there are 2 compounds you want to avoid in this circle, and it's that one that SLG is holding and the one that we thought that Ham was going to.
Right, that's a very that compound that Ham was going to is a very good compound. Brain and Superman wanted to play this dip. They played this dip last time that this circle came over here, and they tried to do it again, but they got beat to that circle by Team 9, and that was the oh.
Sorry, G.I. he fly off the bike.
He did, bro. Oh my goodness.
Oh man. This is just crazy.
Oh my goodness. FLC in a good compound too, and then Torch M getting taken down as well. Gaga getting tacticals. No, Gaga getting gravity and Ratatat getting tacticals. Where's all this happening at?
All right, that's okay. I see.
I don't see where. Oh, right here. They got him driving through. Oh, and then SOG's putting more shots down. And look, they did. You're right, Prime. They got the care package and then came back.
Knights got the package. Yep.
Yep. Good call by you.
Bro, I'm sorry. I just lose it when I see that little thing.
That little dude, man. Like, oh wait. It's only one person down here. Oh no, they're just on top of each other. Is that close? Oh, by the time we get there, it's gonna be over.
This is not a very ideal competition. Did Blackjack pick up the ace there?
1, 2, 3, 4. That is an ace by Blackjack. Squad wipe.
What a wipe. What a play.
These teams are dwindling fast. 16 teams in phase. Is this 2?
Yeah, this is just phase 2. Now this is the money round here, guys.
Look, these 2 teams right here, these 3 are in prime position. If this circle shifts, this would be a good spot if the circle shifts to the north. It's not. So they're gonna have to rotate over to this side would be the best bet, but they might not know that. If it was me, we're going straight to the water and straight down this coast, and we'll figure it out as we leave. There's no other way I would go. I wouldn't go through the plains because there's just too many people shooting at you at one time. I just can't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Your vehicle taking damage or you taking damage in the vehicle without being able to defend yourself. It's not ideal.
It's not what you want to see. That's true, Prime. Look at this. CK. Again, CK has the wisdom to go to the compounds that are going to be in circle for the longest, and they're going to pick up on this 3 compound right here. Merc is going to be by himself. This isn't going to bode well for him if he pulls up here and tries to get aggressive. Oh, they got 20 damage. Oh, and he spun the vehicle out.
Oh, tough for Merc. Team 1 is in that other compound.
Oh, I like that because it's just so hard. This is my reason, Prime. The swamp on this side makes it so you can't just run up on me, right? You can't just drive your car to me because of the swamp. Or you could, but I'm going to see you. It's going to take you longer to get there. And then you kind of got a mountain on the other side, and then you got angles everywhere. and it's 3 buildings, 2 stories. I think it's a good spot to be in. I think that's a good rotation.
Yeah, it is. That should be the secondary compound if you can't get the one that we call a zigzag compound.
Agreed.
The little area of zone is not a bad spot either, because you can play above or below this rook, but
That's not. Oh my goodness. Oh. All 4 of them were in there, and that vehicle flipped and tumbled. Dimshik is under the. I think he's under those boards right there, Prime, in the water.
Good play.
Oh my goodness, bro. Destroyer is an aggressive player. He might aggressively push into this building. That's a molly.
Run a DBS.
Bro, the DBS is such a good weapon, bro.
So good. So good.
They were running the all right, so in TPP at the end, when it was like when people knew where everybody was gonna end up, they were running those weapons. DBS is shotguns. WC ended up the last game with like 2 shotgun players. Almost won it. Joker gets taken down from afar. Yoda going down to Barracuda. Oh, this means Evasion is on the way to this fight. Maddie slaps you, gets taken down by Destroyer. Evasion is somewhere.
I'm sorry, did Destroyer get another wipe by himself?
No. He was helped out by, I think Brain got a knock or Barracuda got a knock on one of those team members, and then Destroyer was able to take out the next 2.
Oh, okay.
It looked like Avita went for this. I think they only lost 1 player. Or did they lose 2 players right there? They lost 2 players. I only see 2.
Yeah, they're just staying out. Team 20 is doing the same thing. Gonna slow rotate this into the zone. They have the real estate to do it, but not much cover.
Not on this. They'd have to push up to this particular spot, right? Problem, there's nothing else right here. This goes into a dip, and then this CK is going to be this person on CK. Zach can see them, but not anybody else. Destroyer just walked right over Dimshik.
My thoughts are they're going to play the beginning of the swamp on their end over there.
Well, right up to the shack.
In the shack. Oh, what a play. Okay.
They're just going to stack up their cars, play that little dip area right there for a little while. They're going to get shot at by Zach, and then either they're going to knock Zach or Zach is going to get a knock, and then they're going to play somewhere else. They're just going to split 2 shacks over there. Dimshik still in the water. That is insane. And then Team 14 Ham is in a good compound. They're going to be, if the circle shifts to the south, the chances of them winning skyrocket.
They win.
AVG, these are two of the newer teams in the PCL getting right into it. This is Happy Endings and AVG, average gamers. They don't want you guys to think that they're much more than that, but they are.
Opulence had some early outings earlier that I'm sure he wished he could have gotten back. A really good player, somebody who is very active in the streams as well. Want to see him play well.
This fight's going to take... These fights aren't going to happen soon. Nobody's actually close. As I say that, Loki gets knocked by Barry. Barry absolutely lasered him, Prime. You couldn't hear it because it only... Look, the shots lasted 1 second. Brr, over. Nade's going in. That nade's a miss.
If it's one thing that gun is it a laser?
Facts. I think...
Right.
I think it takes a lot of bullets, and I think that it shoots pretty slow. I wish they would just speed up the rate of fire. Trouble getting a double knock right there on FLC. I guess you can't speed it up because it would make it the best gun on the game.
Yeah, it would.
100%, it would be way better than every other gun.
Yeah. This is the name of my church, my old church.
Way better than every other gun?
Wait, what?
What? I'm sorry. Yo, SLG push it down. SLG with a squad wipe on FLC. When you start seeing, so FLC is at that point where they can't get the squad wipes that they need. So at the point where they're learning their rotations very well. but when they get into the engagements with the top teams, they can't get the win, right? We all been there. The top teams get those those early 2 knocks, and then you're scrambling from there. Wait, how did Barry knock himself with the AUG?
He flushed his teammate.
Oh, okay.
Must have been spraying. Now Barry goes down to Loki.
Oh, okay. I just read that wrong. Thank you very much. So that means
I was thinking. So I saw he knocked. I mean, he flushed his teammate 100%.
he did, yes.
But I thought he probably just went in there, just
Oh, guns blazing off the hip, 50-50 and everybody. Rat-a-tat with a good nade takes down the last member of AVG, and right here you see Ham being able to get some shots down on AV over there. SOG, but yeah, so I just think that once FLC starts winning those fights, right, and getting that early knock, they're gonna be able to make some things happen. But right now, it's just kind of tough. Again, circle. Oh,
yeah, I was gonna say that.
You're just not early on this circle though. Like this is one of those times where you can wait and kind of be the last person in. If you're in too early, you're gonna get focused. If you're in too late, if you're on this side, you're gonna get focused. Look at this side right here. Oh my goodness. It's because of this open area right here, Prime. Nobody wants to be here. So they're all in this corner right here. And Dimshik is still underneath the walkway.
It's the best spot. Nobody knows that he's kicking it.
Mushu gonna get a takedown right there. Shogun gonna get beamed by Signs. Warrior Muffin is in this. Her and Diffie are kicking it. Baraku not playing. Baraku finishing that Shogun kill right there. Warrior Muffin and Diffie are downstairs, I believe, and I think Destroyer is upstairs. Dipshit finally peeked his head, I think. No, that's a motorcycle. I'm played. Suit getting thirsted by Destroyer.
No, that's a motorcycle. I'm played.
Completely fools me. Nutcase hops off of a vehicle. And then you have Rat-a-tat getting a knock right there on Critic, and then flushing Critic, and Gaga getting taken down by Effects, and then Gaga getting flushed by Mole.
Oh my goodness.
And Avita, that's Rat-a-tat getting that confirm on Nutcase.
Are they gonna? I was gonna say they did not get the res. I was wondering if he was gonna be able to get the res. Was that another early vehicle hop out?
Had to be. You know what's happening though, Prime? Since the vehicle can take so much damage, they're getting shot more, and then they're hopping out before they usually would, and it's causing problems.
Yeah. Rodder somehow staying alive here. Good smoke play. He may be trying to make it up this mountain if he can and be able to shoot down on team one. He's got a tough rotation to make.
Oh my goodness. Loki got beamed by Knights, and then he got one tap by Rat-a-tat. Effects and Knights have to take out Rat-a-tat. Signs getting knocked by Diffie. That's a heady with that Warrior Muffin taking down Signs. Wow.
What a play. Signs taking down Diffie. And Turn UV, also known as Turn Tide, is now gone. 2K/BSS.
That's insane. And now we have
we got some gifties in the chat.
we got a gifty in the chat. That's insane. Wow. Okay. And now
crazy.
That's crazy. That was wow. And now we have he's been kicking it. Warrior Muffin on the one-on-one.
He probably smells horrible in that swamp.
Warrior Muffin losing the trouble. Man, Gifty going out to my main man Killer. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, Gifty. We appreciate those gifties. And now we have right here, look at this. Dirty just gonna kick it in the corner, Prime. 7 teams up. Sorry, 7 teams up. We're gonna take you to that fight. Nobody finally getting knocked.
You got spotted. Did they take a vehicle? Yeah, they did.
They did.
Marauders spotted them early.
Oh, look at this. Effects and Knights making their way over here. Effects is gonna get spotted by Exclusive, but he's gonna go from smoke to smoke. He might be able to make this. We always talk about the smoke plays, man. As soon as they see smokes, the whole team pushes over to get angles, but they didn't know Knights was inside. Knights take down Bizarre. Knights take down Zach. Oh my goodness, yo.
That makes that allows Effects to come over, and now it is a tough spot for Exclusive.
Yo, I wanted you to know that Exclusive peeked that corner, and then Effects knew he was there, and the mini spray was insane. That's why he was down to half health. Pop, 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 pop. Ooh. Those boys don't play, man. I know we think they content creators. Give them a couple games.
All right, don't worry about it.
Give them a couple games. Yeah, my bad. SLG still maintaining, man. SLG, 4 people up. Let me give a testament to SLG right here. We're talking about they put in any of their 4 players, and they come out with the same results. That's what you love to see. It doesn't matter. There's not one person that's better. Well, you know, Trouble is the best player on their team, but they all still hold it down enough to make this happen. This is just, they just put 4 in today, and these 4 are still top 5 every time.
Yeah, 100. You're right.
Testament to them.
What you're saying is they have a deep
bench.
Roster, yeah.
Depth chart is insane. They're basically the Lakers.
No, they're not the Lakers. No, sir.
They're the Lakers.
Who's J.R. Smith? I'm sorry.
Mole's J.R. Smith.
Oh man, Mo is gonna be disrespectful.
J.R. Smith is the best shooter in the world. 11th place in 3-point. Never mind. We'll talk about this another time. Listen to this. That was a Molly by Effects that got the kill, and then D getting taken down by Trouble. Oh, but they might be in a tough situation right here, Prime. They are in. Whistler getting taken down by Dimshik. Dimshik getting taken down by Dirty. Dirty got out the house right on time. So now here comes the problems. Mo
3v2 here, right?
3v2v1. Dirty still alive.
Dirty. Sorry, Trouble, Mole, and Face Slaps with Dirty in the back, and then now you have Effects and Nicey.
Right.
If I'm Nice, I am.
Oh, he killed himself.
What he's doing.
He killed himself. I think he
gonna just focus on Mole here.
I don't think he knows. I don't think they see him yet. That nade spotted him though. That nade's gonna get him spotted.
Effects still doesn't have the comms enough to know. I think Mo may get a flank here on Nice. Mo may get a flank on everyone here.
Good shots by Mo. Mo played that very well. Never was spotted. They were not checking that angle. They were just focused on that other fight. Mo into the house.
If he can get the second floor, he'll be able to see Effects where he's at right now.
He's gonna have to be out of there though, right?
Yeah. But he's gonna continue to make this rotation because he's got teammates calling out the big head like right there.
Right. Yeah.
And just to finish. See, that's that calm. And now it's a fire range on Dirty UV. You got your team this far, UV. GG's.
Collected a kill in there. Well played.
Yeah, GG's. But this may be it for them. Vaulted coming in second place with the kill from Dirty, actually. But SLG showing up this game. 13 kills in first place. And then in second is UV. Third is going to be Ham. Replay action coming in right now.
This game was the same, Prime. I'm a loss for words. Dimshik did a good job by keeping his team in the game as well. SLG though, SLG getting a lot of reses right here. They were able to push all the way through the swamp, Prime, wrecking shop all the way through to get into the position that they were in. They were over here in the congested area. Again, they had the numbers here because if you remember, Warrior Muffin's team 22 cell phones came down here and did some numbers to UV, and then also did some numbers to RMV, who was here earlier, and then it just left Warrior Muffin alone and alive right there. And SLG wins this section, and Dimshik Dimshik and Dirty were just trying to stay alive. And since there was no fighting over here and nobody to hold them, they were able to push all the way out into the final zone and get the angles. So we're starting to see this happen a lot. The team at the end of the game who occupies the most space is the team that typically wins, right? Because they don't allow anybody to rotate in or out of the circles or to make a maneuver. They just take them down. We're starting to see that more and more nowadays. But this was the play right here. This is the play for you right here.
It's definitely the play.
You were worried about him, right?
He absolutely, look at this. 1 and 2.
That's the barrel coming in clutch right there, Prime. And Exclusive made the call out. Exclusive made the call out like, yo, there's smoke over here. I see one of them sprinting across. Get over here. And they went to go get that angle, but Knights had already. That's where your comms aren't. Your comms are great. You're giving out the right call. However, you missed somebody. You didn't count everybody. And then that allows you that. So your team is pushing, not knowing there's going to be another person, and that other person is already in the house getting that knocks on you. So that sometimes it just happens that way. And this is just SLG plays with so much confidence right now because they're on the tear that they're on. Spread out. Who cares? What do we have to lose?
We saw this last game in military where they had the spread, where basically covering all 4 points of the zone, and from Avita, and that helped them get the win. Wizard and Mo did work down here, but then obviously Dirty ended up killing Dimshik and helped out SLG. And then, you know, like with the position that SLG has, center zone, you just can't you can't be in that you can't be on the outside of that, because obviously these guys are too good of shooters to allow you to get to the next spot in the cover. I honestly was surprised that Knights made it to where he was when he made the push, when I was confused of where he was going. I guess he was trying to make his way into center zone or closer to center zone.
I think I believe that he doesn't believe that anybody's on his right, Prime, when he moves down here. Like, he doesn't think anybody's there.
Right now, you don't think you hear all the shooting in front of you. I
wonder if he spotted him here, right? Like, so I wonder if he saw him on the hay and was like, all right, I could push down. And then he went to go do something. And then by the time he comes down for the push, Mola's already left, right? So you spotted him one spot and you think he's just going to play that cover, and then he rotates past the cover. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's I agree with you, and I also think it's the simple fact that he probably just never looked that way.
He probably never even checks that right hand side. Okay,
because look, he beelines right here, and I didn't know where he was going.
I don't even see a cover item right there. Right. Like, okay, and he had to go somewhere.
So he gives up this wall, which kills me.
Yeah,
I would love to know the play he was making here. Knights is an extremely good player,
talented.
So he had to have been thinking something.
If he spots Mo right here,
he didn't know. That's how I know he didn't know at all, because Mo had nothing but free shots at him.
Right. He never knew Mo was there. And right there, if he fights Mo with the 1-on-1, let's say he wins that fight, this is a winnable game for Ham, right? Because
everybody's in front of them, and Effects doesn't have a flank on them.
Right, and that means Effects can stay in the back right here, heal up, or they both can heal up, and then they could just shoot down at everybody in the open. Plus, Dirty is going to have angles on Trouble now, and there's going to be more fighting going on, and they can play it a little bit more patient, and then it's 2v2v1 in that situation. But GG's, and that's it for us for the day, Prime.
What an amazing 4 games. Let me just say that.
We'll take you guys to the ending screen, but we'll tell you, we will be back with more PCL action tomorrow at 3:10 is when the first game starts, and I will be your host. If Prime is available, Prime will be my co-host in the situation. So we wanted to say thank you guys. The VOD for this video will be out on YouTube in about, hopefully by the end of the night. Please take a look. Make sure you go there, you like, subscribe to that video, and subscribe to the channel. If you want to see where it is, just Google the PUBG Console League and you can see it. Thank you guys for all your love and support today. And that was me done. Have a good evening.